Greetings and welcome back everyone to XCOM 2, where we recently completed a fairly good mission actually. We managed to pull down the Avatar progress by a whopping 3. We pulled it down by 2, and then an extra 1 for taking out what appears to be a codex, which shows up whenever we mess around with the aliens' data network. Here we are. I was just waiting for this, as I'd already had warning that it was going to be fairly soon. Commander Adred has discovered one of your resistance havens. They are targeting innocent civilians in a reprisal strike. Well, we clearly can't ignore it. We need to go on this mission. Unfortunately. Okay, well, we're going to have to go and deal with it. But when the Dark Event choice came up, it did warn us that the reprisal strike was imminent, so it was just going to be a matter of days. Alright, let's see what we've got. We've got storm guns. Let's see. Let's go to build items. We've got 308 there. We could make... Unfortunately, we can't make a plasma rifle yet. We need 10 Elerium crystals and we're just shy. Pretty much need 10 Elerium crystals for everything there. That is very, very, very sad. 20 Elerium crystals there. Equally sad. It looks actually like we may not be building anything in our foundry down. Oh no, we're working on experimental powered weapon. Okay, that's 7 days. Is there anything else I can spend my cash on in here? There's actually a lot of things I can spend my cash on in here. Instant PCS bonuses are massively upgraded. Vengeance, stay with me. Soldiers will be more likely to bleed out than to die outright. Specialists, cool under pressure. Gain plus 10 aim and the ability to critically hit when taking overwatch and reaction shots. Explosives can inflict critical damage. Ranger Hunter's Instinct. Attacks against flanked enemies deal plus 3 damage and sharpshooter dead shot. Bonus 10% chance to critically hit enemies. I mean, these are all nice things. They're all very nice things. I am tempted to drop quite a bit of money in that, but I need a lot of money for anything that we're going to be building. So I'm actually going to have to hold on to that, unfortunately. And that is a bit of a shame. Let's actually view our soldiers. Currently Marbazir is out for 6 days. And Sheilab is wounded for 13. So we don't have a trained specialist to bring with us. Shireen Nichols is coming with us in that case. We've got a couple of rookies as well. Sharon Perry and Avi Rabin. I need to actually recruit some more people at some point. Let's actually have a look through here. Let's look for someone with an interesting bio, if there are any people with interesting bios. Really? I only just topped up the... Wow, the random number generator is working against us here. I know there are loads of dapperlings available to pick up. Okay, we're starting to see a couple more.
Before the war, we might have had time for training, but now they're going to have to pick things up on the fly.
Well, Jack Matthews. Yeah, you're coming along. Who else? Okay, we've got Brendan Tourette and Zach Goodland, born in the good old USA. He enlisted with the original XCOM unit, but was unfortunately denied due to his lack of experience in the military. Oh, don't worry. You've got plenty of chance to shoot things here. As the loss of his family, friends, and pet dog, he took up arms against the enemies. They killed your dog! Neoneko. I can only imagine the dark place that you are in right now. Kaz! Oh my lord. You're coming along. So you, Adam Donnelly. James Samus. Shenra was generally content with the aliens' rule until they forced him to shave his beard to conform. Since that day, he's been out on a holy crusade to restore freedom to all beards everywhere. Come along, Shen. Okay, we've got a bunch of people, and we're going to be taking some of them out to possibly get killed. Fun times. Alright, now then, let's go on this mission. But I'm going to update the Dropbox file, either before this video goes live, or maybe a little bit after it, because I do need to go through and add a couple of extra bios. The more people who send me people without bios, the longer it takes me to update that file. Because I refuse to send it to you without people with bios on it. Unless I already have done, in which case I'm dreadfully sorry. Right. Well, you're pretty awesome. You too, pretty awesome. Arumba, yeah, I want you two to come along because of your awesome primary weapons. Fox, I'm actually going to take Briar off this. Briar, you just grab the grenade. Sorry, Briar. I need someone else for this one. Oh, you know what? I was going to bring a specialist just so they could have a medkit, but I'll bring along our psyops instead, and I'll give you a medkit. Someone else is going to need a mimic beacon at that point. Honestly, you're generally going to be better using your psionics, really, when you think about it. It's a difficult choice. Difficult choice. How about you grab that extra mimic beacon then? You're not really going to be in the front like the others. Yeah. We'll go with this. We'll just go without a battle scanner. Alright. We are ready to go. Launch mission. I was going to bring along a specialist, but you guys are just going to have to make do without a medkit. It's going to be rough. Or rather, without a dedicated medic. Get out there. Begin mission.
Remote reconnaissance picked up heavy comms traffic from alien forces moving to attack a resistance outpost in this region.
Okay.
We're the only ones with any chance of stopping them. We're heading in to lock down the area.
Right here.
Analyze all hostile contacts with extreme prejudice.
Press key to launch. I actually think there may be some spider armor that I haven't given to someone. Ah, no. No, yeah, I gave it to Brightstone and then I didn't swap it out. Ah! This is what I get for being all sleepy. Okay. Will do.
Advent came in hot and so did we. You won't have a concealed position for deployment on this one.
Oh, we do. Get down there, Dark Aavak. Go.
These chrysalids seem a
Oh dear.
I remember. Then again, it was never really their size we had to worry about.
Oh dear. Don't like this. Really don't like this. Have I mentioned I just don't like this? Because I don't. Can you not go for a shot on that scoundrel? That's annoying. Right, well, where is... Ms. Carsonell is currently phantomed as well. Dark Aavak is not phantomed, so... So Rumba, sorry, and Ms. Carsonell who've got phantom.
10-4.
Get down there, please.
I have eyes on the enemy.
Well, scallywags! These civilians are in deep crap. You can open up fairly well there. Void Rift. Generated explosive field of psionic energy that immediately damages everything within. Organic enemies have a chance to suffer insanity. You got a good old range on that, actually. A good old range. Maybe moving you over there be a good place to use that if I can do it without hitting the civvy. No, I will hit the civvy, which is not something I want to do. Hammer.
Let's do this.
Indeed. Right, you've got 61 on him, 63 there. Dark Aavak, I really need you. Chrysalids are not a huge problem for Dark Aavak.
Tired of waiting around.
Ultimately. Unfortunately, I can't use kills on anymore. I can use conceal if I want to. But I would sooner put you into Overwatch. Tombstone, you're going for a kill. But I'm going to put everyone else in Overwatch first. So if they do approach,
Overwatch.
we get some decent damage on them.
Got it covered.
Go for the shield bearer, I guess. I could go into kill zone. They're likely to move. And this will trigger an Overwatch. So... squad side, rather. But who would I rather use it on? The chrysalids or... That's a good bloody question, honestly. I think I'd rather use it on these guys for now. We'll see how it goes. There we are. Okay, the two of them are on the move. Which means they've used up their initial movement. Nice shot. The carapace is giving them one natural armor, though.
That didn't do much.
No. They do look a little bit more dangerous than before. There we go. Nice work. That's one down.
Enemies down.
Good, good, good. Okay, we've got more chrysalids. Make... What? The Dickens. I don't like this. Damn it.
Shot failed to connect.
Kill the shield bearer then. It's okay. I accept. You may slay the shield bearer. We are in a bad place right now. Runaway civilian person. Yes. That is correct. Correct behavior. Okay. Well, I mean, this is not necessarily the best position to be in. I'll be honest with you. Got one chrysalid over there. I can only imagine those other chrysalids are on the move. That's 4 to 5 damage. You could suffer insanity. Where's your gun? You could move in and attack it with a sword. I frankly don't trust it. 100% there with a 56 crit chance. Do it. Come on. There we go. That is exactly what I needed to see, remember? Thank you very much.
Happy now?
Yes. Yes, I actually am.
Got eyes on me.
It's fine. It's fine. They can have all the eyes on you they want. I'd love that chain shot, but... Hammer, get down here. 63. Or I could launch a plasma grenade. Should do 5 to 6 damage there. Can't quite reach you, but it would take down 2 of your armor as well. I could do it with either weapon, basically. But this is guaranteed, and 63 isn't high enough of a chance that I feel comfortable with it. I'm not sure where that chrysalid went to ground. I'm sure it did go to ground. I'm sure there were 3 coming along on this side. That makes me very, very worried that they're just going to pop up underneath and do all kinds of crazy damage. Fire! There we go. Still only got a 63 on him. Not ideal, to be honest with you. I'm quite concerned. 81 you will kill. 12 to 6, you got no chance of a critical, but you'll do a good bit of damage if you hit. Dark Aavak could then follow up. And we could have Tombstone drop a Mimic Beacon just in case chrysalids pop out of the ground. I have no idea. I literally don't know what they're going to do. And that scares me. I'll be honest with you. Fills me with the fear. Right, Void Rift will now kill, so... But let me see if I can get some of a promotion with that. I would actually prefer that if possible. Alright, move up, because you're going to be using a Mimic Beacon. You've got lightning hands, and if you get a good hit, it will kill. Bad luck. That is a shame. Don't worry though, your Mimic Beacon will be useful on the next turn. Miss Carsonell, I could rocket you. There's no point there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for a chain shot on you. Come on, please don't mess this up. There we go. And again.
I'm busted.
It's alright. Very nice. Not max damage, and that's fine. You did enough, in my opinion. That'll do, pig.
Finally.
Okay. Thing is, I was hoping I could, like, rocket launch over you. Okay. Well, you're in Overwatch then for any chrysalids.
Come get some.
You... Gonna go for a kill on the shield bearer. It is going to kill. Ooh, I like it. That is a good ability. That is the end ability from the first game. And as a precautionary measure, Mimic Beacon. Just in case chrysalids pop up and can see it and then they're like, oh yeah, we'll go and eat that instead.
They're flanking my position!
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm really sorry, Fiona Morrison, but I'm glad you got shot instead of turned into a zombie.
Civilian casualties, Commander. We have to stop this.
Bradford, I'm genuinely trying so hard. There we go. Dark Aavak, come on. Perfect. How did its blood get all over you over there? That is crazy nonsense, I tell you what.
Got a burrow here.
Okay. So that's all they do. They just pop out of the ground. Well, this is fine. If they're all going to just clump up, we'll smack them with a grenade. Oh, good lord. Okay, this is no longer fine. This is actually kind of terrifying. I am with the fear. We do not have enough troops for this. But they are clumping up really well. That was fortunate that I used that Mimic Beacon, because genuinely, I think we probably would be dead otherwise. Right, Ms. Carsonell, pull right back. To about there.
On the move.
How many grenades have we got? We got a rocket. We have got a grenade with you. We've got a grenade there. If only I had still had my... I've got insanity, but what can I use that? I could use insanity on a chrysalid? I thought they... Okay, in the first game, you generally couldn't use that sort of stuff on chrysalids because they were way too... They just didn't... They weren't thinking creatures, basically. They were just too dumb. Unfortunately, you lack that. So it does come down to you a bit. The rocket launcher will do 4 to 7 damage. Reasonable radius. It'll hit all 3. What would the grenade launcher do? Almost better. Am I just shy? You've got 1 health. I don't need to worry about you as much as I need to worry about the mech. This may actually kill the mech, so yeah, go for it. There we go, pump. So close to taking out that mech. Damn it. Alright. We'll keep you there for now. Tombstone. Follow up with another shot at killing zone. Can I get them all in this? I can sort of get them all in it. But we'll see. We'll keep that as an absolute necessity. It would be good if we can take out the mech, though. 66, no. Arumba, you got a rocket launcher, actually. You will probably kill at least one of them there with this. Or I can go for a kill on the mech, but that would remove cover. Actually a difficult choice. Go for it. I know we're going to have to kill the Mimic Beacon. It saddens me as well, Arumba. Deeply saddened. Deeply, deeply saddened right now. Right, we've got a 96, 86, 89, 65. Okay, we'll hold off on that for now. Who have we got who can still shoot? 71, 73, 78. Wow, you've got really rubbish aim. Well, if you can kill one of these, I can have Dark Aavak go into killing zone to try and finish off the rest. Or you can grenade these two. Yes, you can kill both of them. I'm using up so much of my explosive munitions here. But honestly, if you're ever going to just kill it with fire, then chrysalids are the appropriate target to do that on. Trust me on this. There will never be a more appropriate target to employ the kill it with fire protocol than a chrysalid. It is pretty much a no-brainer. If you can kill it with fire, with ice, with lightning, with toothpicks, with ping pong balls, with harsh words, then do so.
You want some more?
I don't think he does. I think he's dead.
Might be it.
I think he is actually dead. Right, want a good shot here. Sniper rifle, 6 to 8 damage. Go, go, go. Come on. You have failed me. Failed me. Alright, well, someone's gonna have a really, really bloody bad time now. Unless Dark Aavak can get this shot. I'm not sure he's gonna be able to, though. I could use another Mimic Beacon. That is an option. In fact, I could lob the Mimic Beacon fairly fast to try and draw things out. Really could have done with a good shot there. Where is it likely to go? If it goes for a Rumba, then it's this way. If it goes to the others, it's that way. But I just don't want to know what this thing is going to do to them. What it did in the original was bad enough. Right, we're going to just lob the Mimic Beacon over... Bring it to me, Dark Aavak. Bring it right up to us. Make sure they can see it, but bring it to us. That'll do. It's bad that I'm using that up, but if there is ever a time to just throw all of your resources at something, like I said, chrysalids are the time to do it. Brittany White! I'm sorry, Brittany White, but think of it like this. You didn't get turned into an alien zombie womb. There's always a bright side. Oh, okay. It missed. So it's not exceptionally accurate in close quarters. That's a good thing to know. Tombstone? No, you haven't got that yet. This Castanel. Kind of need to start advancing. Yeah, I don't want you to be doing that. No. I don't know. Miss Castanel's got like crazy good firepower, but the issue with Miss Castanel is that she's got a rocket, and I don't want to waste that. Try not to advance and activate another pod. There we go. Superior hair trigger, advanced hair trigger. These are good weapon enhancements.
I got your stuff here.
Right, kill. Shred armor, kill. This is acceptable levels of damage. I approve.
Weapons burning ammo fast.
Now the issue here, and this is a really big issue, is I don't have a med kit, so if this poisons anyone... I just don't like it. I don't like it if we get caught on fire, if we get poisoned, if we get acided. And I've got a very strong suspicion that this is going to poison us. So, that being said, Arumba is not going to just charge in and sword him. It's going to shoot him instead. There we go, 10 damage. The only issue here is I flat out don't know how these things attack. Promotion earned! Yes! And that does worry me. Time for you to go back in stealth mode.
I was never here.
Indeed you were not. You were, however, over here! Go, go, go. What eyes have we got? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. If we just kill the aliens, then we win by default, so there is that. Miss Carsonell, I'm just going to move you out into the middle of the open. I know it's a terrible place to be, but trust me, it'll be alright this time. Need to advance, need to get closer to those civilians. I know, I'm being crazy. I appreciate this. Okay, well, you're in Overwatch for this turn. As are you. More death. More death. I'm so sorry! Molly O'Neill! That church was a terrible place to seek refuge, it appears.
Civilians left and right, Commander. We need to get these people out of here.
But at least we're not losing them up and down yet. That would be tragic. Doc Aavak, need someone rescued. And if you can do it from here, then that's great, because it gives you good cover. Get out. Go, go, go.
Whoa, get out of here.
That's right. Be gone. Right, we've got another 2 over there. That's good, but we are right next to where all the enemies are going to be here.
On the move.
Oh, goodness, I hope that that was the only chrysalid group. I genuinely hope and pray that was the only chrysalid group. Hammer, time for you to move forward. I'm only seeing attacks coming from this direction. That is reassuring. Unfortunately, I do need to move and I do need to reload.
Ready to rock.
Oh, yeah. Miss Carsonell, need you up there. Ready to start helping these civilians.
Moving on target.
There we go. And Arumba. You're going to be moving up, but you're going to be reloading.
Go.
Okay.
Back online.
Everyone else, you're not going to be flanked, or at least I very much doubt it. So you go ahead and Overwatch. Sorry, reload. You're in Overwatch though. As are you for the time being, Hammer. 2 over there. Oh, the 1 over there. Jan Zielinski was killed. Looks like they're in a graveyard right now. Bad place. Now, if you are faceless, you're going to activate when I stand there, which is not great for me. And given that, I'd almost like to have a Rumba do run and gun to get over there. That said, Miss Carsonell could, but I'm worried I'll get sight on something terrible in there. Okay, go for it, Miss Carsonell. You're brave and wonderful in every way. Go, run, no, damn it. Well, at least I didn't burn Dark Aavak's concealment by going there. Hello. I can't have been flanked. Really? There's a tree in the way. How was I flanked? Shenanigans, I call there. Bloody shenanigans. A little bit of time still. 74, 54, 54, 49, We'll see. Grenade may be more useful. You got 2 flashbangs. I may end up using those. Got a lot of things you can shoot at. Chain shot. You will flat out kill it. You would kill him, him, him. You've got a rocket, which may be more useful. You've also got a rocket, but you've also got your ability there, and I don't necessarily want to use that up. But we've got no more mimic beacons, so a rocket would be great because we might be able to get it to hit both of these. No, I can't actually remove all of the cover and hit both. Okay, well in that case, chain shot it is. Frees everyone else up to do other things, and this is a guaranteed kill. Do it. You've got a load of armor. You should be good. 6 damage followed by... Really doesn't matter. No way we could do less. That is why you face check the faceless with someone with a gigantic gun. Makes all kinds of sense. Right, what I would really like right now is to remove some of this cover. Remember, you could probably get very close. Lob a grenade. You could definitely use run and gun to get up there and possibly just flat out kill. Hammer alas, the best thing you could do at this point is use flashbangs, because you'd hit all of them if I got rid of their cover. It all kind of hinges on getting rid of their cover, though. Well, whatever Dark Aavak does, if I move him up here, he can attack still. But right now, I could get... Like, this is apparently no cover at all. That makes no bloody sense. In the slightest little way. This is a bad angle for me to get killing zone on everything, but... I think it's going to have to be the rocket. The biggest threat is you with your ability to mark. And I can hit your cover and the other one with this, leaving only the Blade Dancer over there. Or the Lancer, as they are actually known. Right, you should have a decent shot. Still not that great, though. I remember, if you run a gun and get up here, you can probably kill one of them, at the very least. Now, you're going to be able to... No, you still can't quite hit that one, unfortunately. Let's see. Oh, no, we do have a medkit. Haha! Yes, I gave you a medkit. Ah, glory days. Forgetting what I've done. Right. Go, go, go.
10-4.
82, 85. Could just grenade you, but that would be silly. Flashbang would be what I want. They're going to have to move, so Dark Aavak could now go into kill zone on them. So I'm going to tell Arumba to try and take this one out. Go for it. Very nice. Oh, Dark Aavak can't go into kill zone, sorry, because I blew up that wall. I meant to say Tombstone could go into kill zone on him. 61%. I could move you a little bit closer, or use Insanity. I could likewise move you closer, and use Insanity.
Let's move already.
63, 23. A sneaking suspicion you're going to be the bigger threat to me. If I can get this right in there in the right way, I can hit them both. Like right there, it's behind them. So the effect is going to spread. Yeah, that flashbang is so much more useful than just trying to do damage. Maybe possibly killing one of them. There we go. That is exactly what we needed. Alright, go for the... no, well, they're both going to definitely move, so let's just see. Can we get We can. Okay, do killing zone or kill zone on this because the Lancer is going to try to advance on us. And you're flanked, so you will try to get out of there. I can further stack it with some insanity, maybe. Just get a little bit closer, perhaps. Might even just be able to kill you with a good chance. 64 still. Including mental control of the target. 54, 74, go for it. Let's see what insanity can do. There we go. What did it do? Hopefully something amazing. Very disorientated. What are you going to do, though? Shoot. Shoot, kill. Slay. You only need to hit with that weapon. It will die. No, why? Why? Why must you do this to me? You have failed me. And you have failed yourself. Really? Oh, you dick. Susanna Solivian. I missed her surname. I was too focused on trying to read what it said. They're still going for the civilians. You utter nasties. How much of a jerk do you need to be? Charles Edwards was just slain.
It's turning into a massacre out there.
I'm really doing my best, Bradford. There's like 2 enemies left and however many faceless still remain. I'm genuinely doing my best. But these guys, this is just such jerks. Rocket launcher to the face time, I think. Do it. Boom, indeed. There we go. You could just go for a kill there. Arumba could also just go for a kill, or could just, you know, stab him in the face. You coward. Go for it, Arumba. It's been a while since you were able to chop someone. There we go. Now this is all pinned on Dark Aavak getting a chop, but of the 2 of you, Dark Aavak is much more likely to succeed in chopping something. Yeah, 5 to 7, it is a guaranteed kill. But it's also possibly going to reveal something. I don't care! Slain with the sword. He, too, has come with the sword. It needs to be an epic duel. Why was it not some sort of epic back and forth duel? I am disappointed. Now all the faces on the level are going to change. Because we've slain all of the other enemies, but the faceless still remain. Got a 49 on him. Yeah, sure, go for it. Well done! Now our extremely heavy hitters are down, unfortunately. Ms. Carcinell, need you to reload.
It's killing time.
Need you to move up.
Moving out.
It is going to go for Dark Aavak, but you can if you hit, you're going to kill it. There we go. And I think that's it.
Enemy destroyed.
Did we just win without losing a single person? Or even getting any damage?
Not picking up any additional
We had 1 medkit.
AO is clear.
Don't tell me.
Confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Mob was the curse all along! Hidden in plain sight. Mob, how could you do this to me? 100% successful shot percentage, average damage per attack 6.17, average enemies killed per turn 1.86, new records all across the board, dealt the most damage with Rumba, made the most attacks with Rumba, most under fire was the Mimic Beacon, oh, moved furthest was Dark Aavak. Guys, I think maybe we need to check Mob for a chip. I think maybe possibly this is why we've always had someone wounded. They just had intel. They could see where we were moving all along. Which is testament to just how great you guys are. Okay. Right then, let's see.
I never had any doubts about your capabilities, Commander. Excellent work as always.
Thank you, Bradford. Okay, well, got 3 promotions, which is pretty awesome. A volatile mix or chain shot. For you, it's going to be volatile mix. Because you've got heavy ordnance. Volatile mix it is. Also, I need to make sure I put the grenade in the grenade slot. Because then I'll get 2 of them. Plus, volatile mix gives an extra tile and plus 2 damage. So, plasma grenades with you are going to be crazy, crazy bad. Alright, aim and steady hands. If you do not move, hunker down. No, it'll be steady hands for you, I think. And a rumba. Or blade storm. It's going to be this one. There we go. Okay. That was pretty awesome. You got 5 kills on 1 mission. Dear Lord. Superior hair trigger, advanced hair trigger, chrysalid corpses. Ugh. The extreme toxicity of the chrysalid venom requires individual specimen storage in reinforced caskets, each of which have been securely padlocked upon the advice of veteran combat staff. Yes! I like that. Yeah, anyone who was there before and see what chrysalid does, yeah, they pretty much don't actually even bring it on the base. Research isn't that important. Burn it. Burn it outside the base using napalm. Kind of stuff. In fact, bury it, then fill it with coal, and then set the coal on fire underground, so it burns for like a couple of decades. Shield bearer corpse, mech rack, faceless corpse. Got 2, so there's another mimic beacon, officer, trooper, and stun lancer. You can sell most of these. They may have features resembling a variety of terrestrial insect species, but these creatures are deadlier than anything bred out of our world. Their armored exoskeleton is of particular interest and may provide insights towards the creation of an armored suit capable of actively damaging enemy forces as they engage in combat. Wow.
Considering the limited resources available to you, Commander, you have still managed to exceed my expectations.
Yay, +6 supplies! Yay! Wow, seriously, Asia? You can do better than that. Alright, well, that was a pretty solid bit of work there. We need to do research. Chrysalid autopsy. 5 days.
The name chrysalid derives from assumptions made previously about the creature's unusual means of reproduction.
Yes.
Although rumors have long prevailed about the existence of zombies created as a byproduct of the chrysalid gestation,
indeed,
recent reports seem to indicate a new, equally disturbing means of propagating their species.
What? Don't tell me this. Or in fact, do tell me it, but just go really slowly so I don't wee myself.
Strengths of the Avenger, I've had a difficult time finding room to conduct some of our more theoretical experiments.
Okay.
Perhaps the next time we sit down.
Really want a shadow chamber. It's gonna take me way more power than I've got. Alas. Well, actually, given that we're going to be building this power coil down here, I could, I suppose, go ahead and build a lab over here. But honestly, the resistance comm seems more important right now. What is our situation? Supply drop? Yes, I know. And, ooh, intel. Not now. I want the supply drop more than anything else right now. There's another 119 supplies there. But I need to have a proper look. We need one more expansion to be able to get to that cell. And that is actually super, super important to us. We've got... If we make contact in New Chile, all armor and vest proven ground projects completed instantly. That's actually really good. If we go for this, then we'll be that a little bit closer to fire when ready. So that'll be 2 of our connections. And that's only got 2, so I could drop another one in here. So that'll be 3. And we'd have 2 new continent bonuses. And all in is supplies from resistance drops increased by 20%, which is actually really, 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 really good. That's actually not bad. That should be a fairly good set of priorities for us. So we've got chrysalid autopsy in 5 days. We'll finish the current psionic training in 5. The shield the power coil in 5. Experimental powered weapons in 7, and then there's going to be another supply drop in 18 days. That's alright. But that is also... Oh, actually, we've got 2 more contacts we can have? What? Really? So I can just go and make contact now? What the dickens? I approve, but what the dickens? So I can just grab that one and this one already. Oh. That actually changes things a little bit. Okay, I'll have to review that when we come back in the next episode, but that is it for now. I hope you've enjoyed, and as ever, I look forward to any feedback you may have to offer. And remember, if you drop a like on the video, it lets me know that you'd like to see more XCOM 2 in the future. But until then, do take care.